Hello there. Following on from our OwnCloud setup, this time we'll set up a manual network configuration for our Linux desktop. You'll see they all follow the same type of interface. Now this is the XFCE desktop. We right click on the network connection and it brings up we can bring up the information and we can edit the connections. Okay, so click here, then edit. Click on IPv4 settings, turn to manual, and then we're going to add the connection. Now, the existing connection is 192.168.0.10 and we're going to change it to something else. So the first part is the same, 192.168.0, and then this one is going to be 75. Now it can be anything you want. Okay, net mask is the same as the subnet mask, which is 225.225.225.0. Okay, gateway is the same as the default route. And that means the route to your gateway, to your router. And then copy that and then put it down to the DNS server, which is the same as the primary DNS. Okay, so we've set it to manual, click save, and you can see that we've now changed the connection. Okay, so we've changed from the 10. Right, so if I right click and then go to connection information, we can see that I've changed it to 75. Okay, so on this desktop it's Cinnamon. It's my normal Cinnamon desktop. Right click, bring up the network settings. We can see this is 192.168.0.3. Click on options and we brought up the same type of interface. Okay, change from automatic to manual and then just fill in the rest of it, exactly the same. This is the Linux Mint KDE Desktop. Right click, and you can see clicking on the spanners. On the spanner changes our view. So you can see this is 24. And we're going to change this by editing connection. Brings up the same kind of interface. Down to manual. Exactly the same interface, same settings. So this is the Mate desktop. And as you can see, it's exactly the same as the XFCE desktop. So exactly the same connections and setup. Add, edit, IPv4 settings, manual, fill in the rest of the stuff. Okay, next one is Solid K desktop, so KDE Desktop, and again this is very similar to the Linux Mint desktop. Okay, so that's the web address on there, and then we go right click on wired connections, or you got to click on the manage connections, click wired, edit, change automatic to manual, and that's it. Just fill in the bits and pieces that we filled in earlier on. So there we are, manual internal IP. So you can see it's very easy to set up your own cloud or any server to have a static IP address. So you'd use this for your local network connection or for port forwarding applications when you're connecting remotely via the internet.